remembers. We've been down so long, oppressing in our members. Twinkling of an eye, now watch us fly like Delta engines. Man, we beneficial when these laws, they benefit you. I got so much channel aggression towards any law official that say we not the people or any artificial that conjured up an image that is contrary to the scriptures. Arms and feet like polished brass, lightning bolts coming from his visage. You can approach the throne, but not until I extend the golden scepter. That's right, stay in line. Watch me handle mine.
I'm trying to figure out which one of y'all brothers gonna get mad as hell about what's going on. Like, why y'all ain't mad? I come down here to Fayette, Mississippi, I see people smoking cigarettes, smoking dope, going in and out of the store, buying stuff out of the store. Y'all don't see what's going on out here?
Read up.
Are y'all not paying attention? Is your mind have not grasped what's going on in your own community? They took a brother from your community and cut his head off. Disconnected his spine from his body. Took him out to Taylorsville. You know Taylorsville, home of the Klan. Took him out in the woods, bro. He come from your community. You should be mad as hell. But I come down here to Fayette, and I'm thinking I'm gonna see brothers rising up, ready to take this thing over. But all I see is docile. Like, that ain't what God trying to build, bro. The spirit in you supposed to be riled up, not to harm nobody, not to pull out no gun to take nobody's life, but to stand up for the word of God. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Listen what the Bible says. Because God say, if you mad, it's because you wise. When you not wise, you ain't mad. Watch this, read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
The Bible says when you see oppression, it's supposed to piss you off. When you see your brothers mass incarcerated by numbers. Private prison owners make $60,000 a year off one inmate. That's why they giving your brothers charges over petty crimes. That's why they want all black men as felons. That's why they want us gay, homosexual. That's why they want us changing our gender. That's why they want us eradicated. The Bible says oppression is supposed to make you mad. When you hear and see these things, it's supposed to piss you off. I'm from a small country town. I know how it is. You be mad for a couple weeks, and then you go on back to living your life. That ain't how it's supposed to be. God trying to rile you up, young king. God trying to rile you up, young lion. You a young lion, God trying to rile you up. He trying to let you see what's going on in your communities. Read it again. Come on, man. Read it again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Oppression make a wise man mad. But watch this part. Go ahead.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
You know what that gift that destroy your heart? That paycheck. Bring it up. That government assistance. That marching. That concert. That fish fry. That destroy your heart. You forget about everything going on in your own community. God don't want that for you kings. Psalms 44:22. God don't want that. What happened to Rasheed Carter? Guess what? You could be next. You could be next, young heartbreaker. You could be next. You could be next. They can come into your community, 25 deep, on the back of trucks, take you out into the woods and decapitate you. Feed you to wild animals. Y'all don't see what's going on? And ain't nothing gonna happen, because look at George Zimmerman. Is he in jail for killing Trayvon Martin? No. With all these lynchings that happened in Mississippi, you can go to the Civil Rights Museum right now in Jackson, Mississippi, and it's got a list of people that have been lynched since the 1800s. Nobody went to jail. Nobody got anything happen to them. They sons and daughters still living today, owning all the stores in your neighborhood. Who own that store over there? Who own that store over there? Huh? Oh, the Arabs come in your community in Fayette, Mississippi. How the hell they find Fayette on the map? They come down to your city and take over your city, take over your community. All your money going to them. Say, who own that store? Huh? Oh yeah, he come in your community and take your money. Then watch your brother be killed and don't give nothing back to this community. Where our trauma treatment at? We went through 400 years of slavery. They let us out of slavery, so-called, and we ain't got no trauma treatment. But let one of these white boys' credits drop. Credit drop from an 800 to a 780. He gonna jump off a damn building. Ain't nobody been through what we've been through, King. That's what God trying to get you to see. Now watch this. Psalm 44:22. Listen, read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 22. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all the day long.
We killed because we God's chosen people. We killed and mass incarcerated because we the people of God. When you look at this sign right here, we the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Israel mean a prince that got power with God. That's what this name means. That's why they changed your name to African American. African American hold no power. Africa was conquered by a white man. America was conquered by a white man, and they named the continents after them. So how you African American? Do you come from white men? Hell no.
That's right.
You the children of God. Literally the blood of Jesus Christ flowing through your veins as we speak.
That's right.
That should ignite a spirit in you to say, damn, Jesus look like me. Give me Revelation 1:14.
Bring it out.
What color Jesus Christ, man? Who in Fayette know what color Jesus is? What color Jesus Christ is, young man?
Black.
How you know?
It says his eyes are like a burning fire. His
Okay.
skin is brown wool.
What's your name? JJ?
Yeah.
All right, give me some down. I'm Captain Gedaliah, bro. So JJ said it's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures what color Jesus is. Let me show it to you. Revelation 1:14. Come on.
Bring it out. Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
The Bible said his head and his hair. Somebody lift that sign for me. Lift both these signs, matter of fact. Grab that apple shot. Lift both these signs up. So now we're going to do a process of elimination. The Bible said Jesus Christ's head and his hairs was white like wool. Let's look at this man right here. What kind of hair texture he got? Does he have white woolly hair? Because they gave you this picture of Jesus. They said this was Jesus Christ. They said this was the Son of God. Well, show me where he got white woolly hair like the Bible says. It ain't in there. We got a church on every block. It ain't in there. They ain't showing you the true image of Jesus. This dude right here was a man named Cesar Borgia. He was a homosexual. His father, who was a pope, who instituted your enslavement, his father got his son painted as Jesus Christ. That's him right there, Cesar Borgia. That's this man right here. Look, they sketched this depiction. Leonardo da Vinci painted him. You ever heard of Leonardo da Vinci? He was a famous Renaissance painter. That's who painted this man as Jesus Christ. But that ain't Jesus. Because the Bible say, read it again, come on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
The Bible said Jesus had white woolly hair like this right here on my head, like this right here. The Bible said Jesus had hair like wool. Come on, read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Because when black men drink liquor, or we drink wine, what happened to the white part of our eyes? It turned red. Jesus Christ drank wine.
That's right.
But he wasn't in sin. He wasn't drunk. You understand? Come on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So John the Revelator looking down at Jesus' feet and said his feet was like what? Come on.
Like unto fine brass.
Jesus Christ's feet like fine brass. Brass is brown.
Right.
You can go to Alcorn State right now and go watch the whole brass section perform at one of the football games. And all their instruments is goldish brown. Jesus Christ's feet was goldish brown. Read as what?
As if they burned in the furnace.
Jesus was a black man according to the Bible. The Bible says Jesus Christ was a black man. His feet was like fine brass as if they burned in the furnace. But then they're going to give you this picture. And while they killing you, hanging you, cutting your head off and detach your spine from your body, they're going to say, we did it in the name of white Jesus. When they came in slavery, what they give us? What they give us, kings? What they give us? They gave us religion.
That's right.
But the Bible been around. We've been had the Bible. Now let me show you this. All right, drop that. Hold this sign right here. Now look at this right here. What you notice about these men right here? What they doing to your brothers? Because the Native American Indians your brothers. They put them in slavery. What you think this man right here is? The colonizer, also a Christian.
Right.
We calling ourselves Christian, got these churches all over town because they taught us their religion. So now we going to church and your pastor teach you their religion. So now the same people that gave us their religion were the same people that tied your brothers up, cut their arms off, their noses off, their ears off. Give me that real quick in Ezekiel 23:37 about how they cut our ears and noses off. Find that for me. I think it's Ezekiel 23:37. So we're showing you the brutality. What happened to your brother? What happened to Rasheem Carter? They've been doing that. It says 2023. All y'all think white folks really love you, but they don't. Because if they did, they give your community back.
Brother James Young.
Brother James Young, watch this scripture. You got it? Read.
Verse 25. And I will set my jealousy against thee.
So this is God speaking. Y'all need to really pay attention to this. Because you do got a God in heaven that's your father. And he's saying this in his word. Listen, God not coming off his throne to talk to you individually.
Bring it out.
God not finna come. I don't know what your grandmamas and your aunties and your uncles been teaching y'all in church. But God ain't finna come sit on the end of your bed and talk to you personally. He don't do that. God already had his holy prophets who was men that proved themselves, write his word down. Now it's up to us to go into his word and learn God's nature. So now he said he has got his jealousy against us. God jealous because we've been serving. Let me step to the side. This is why God jealous. Because he see us down here worshiping this white Jesus in these churches. And that make him mad because that ain't the God that woke us up. You understand what I'm saying, brother?
Right.
Read.
And I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal fiercely with thee. They shall take away thy nose and thy ears.
You hear what the Bible say? This is God's prophecy. He said the conquistadors or the colonizers, like my brother said, was going to take off your nose and your ears. Did that happen in slavery? Did they cut the Native Americans' nose and ears off and hands off for not being able to produce enough gold? Oh yeah, that's what they did. Oh, what about the Congo? When Leopold cut your brother's hands off. Now today they got chocolate hands that they sell in Belgium. If you go to Belgium right now, which is in Europe, they sell chocolate hands. And you eat them the chocolate hands like, this is some good candy. Not knowing it's them making fun of your ancestors' hands and feet being cut off because they didn't pick enough rubber in the Congo plantations. Oh, you thought your slavery only happened here? No. Your enslavement been all over the world, brothers.
Right.
We've been slaves everywhere. Now God trying to wake us up. He telling us we not slaves. We the children of God. We the kings. Let me ask you a question. What does Israel mean?
Bring it out.
Educate.
Okay, what about you, Bill? The name Israel. What does it mean? What you think? Just tell me. Give me your opinion. Okay. So when you think of Israel, you think of another nationality, or you think of another landmass, right? What about you? When you think of Israel, you think about a country, right? But Israel was a man. Did you know that? All right, give me Genesis 32:28.
The book of Genesis chapter 32 verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed.
So our ancestor Jacob was a strong man. He wrestled an angel and won. He wouldn't let the angel go until the angel blessed him. The angel said, all right, bet. Your name ain't gonna be Jacob no more, which means to supplant. Your name gonna be Israel, because as a prince has thou power with God. That's what your name means. That's why the white man took it from you.
That's right.
That's why he called you African American. Because if he got you walking around here knowing you're an Israelite, you're gonna realize, wait a minute. Me and my people is a prince that got power with God.
Right.
Ain't no way I'm killing my brother. I ain't selling him no dope. I'm not feeding him no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. If I sleep with a woman, I'm marrying the sister. I'm not gonna drop babies all over the city. Right. 5 baby mamas. Then we complain, man. My baby mama crazy as hell, man. Now she crazy, he put me through hell. Nigga, you should have married the sister or not have slept with her.
Right.
We got all these repercussions, all these evil things going on in our community. We wonder why. God, why? Jesus, why? It's because we sinned against the Lord.
Right.
We the princes that got power with God.
Right.
Let me ask you something. Do God have favoritism? You say no, you say no, you say no, you say no.
Bring it out.
Well, you don't know? Okay. You said we all, say it again?
I think you got favorites, bro.
You think you got favorites? Okay, what about you? You said God don't have no favorite. Oh, you say you do. What about you? You said God ain't got no favorite? He don't love nobody more than anybody else. Okay, give me Romans 9:13. Let me show you the New Testament, because see, this is what your pastor, you go to Raising Man, I don't know the pastor there, I'm not going to disrespect the brother, but I know you ain't going to hear this in there. Watch this, read. Romans 9:13. This is in the New Testament now. Go ahead.
The book of Romans chapter 9 verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Remember, Jacob name got changed to what? See if you're paying attention. Israel. So now we talking about Jacob. So he said, Jacob have I what?
Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Wait a minute. You ain't never heard that before. The Bible say Jacob have I loved. That's these people on this sign right here. So-called African Americans, West Indians, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, you understand? Dominicans, Argentinians, they're my brethren. Mexicans, yeah, Mexicans your brothers. Mexicans your brothers. Go ahead.
God says a liar is no more than a thief. How could he?
Say it again.
God says a liar is no more than a thief. So, how could he?
I don't understand what you mean. We talking about racists. We're not talking about you, like say you were to steal and you were to lie. Well, God says a thief can return what he stole. He might have stole because he was hungry or in poverty. But a liar gets you killed. That's what God's talking about. But we're not talking about that's on a man level, like man to man. We're talking about races. God created all races. Right, that's what I'm saying. God created all races of people. Say I can't hear you.
You say elaborate.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. Read it again.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
So God got a race that he loved and God got a race that he don't love. And that's in the Bible. This ain't me making it up. Now, the race that he loved, what position did he put them in and what they supposed to be doing on earth today? That's what you should be asking. All right, God love a race. Is it me? I want to know if it's me. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Watch this. Let me show you what the Bible say, because I don't want y'all to get confused, think we out here teaching some type of hate doctrine. We not. We just teaching what the Bible say. Now watch this real quick. Listen.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Hold on, listen to him, bro. You over have a side conversation. I'm teaching. Let the brother learn. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So it's talking about the Israelites. He said the Israelites is a holy people unto God. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So God chose us, the Israelites, to be a special people unto himself, meaning we're going to stand out, right? Come on.
Above all people.
No, we equal.
Above all people.
No, God don't show favoritism.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Why they ain't teaching it in church?
Bring it up, Cap.
Why we out here trying to be like them? Why we putting blonde tips in our dreads trying to be like them? Why our woman take her beautiful natural hair, shave it off, then take a needle, stick it in her scalp to put on a lace front to try to look like the white woman? Why? The Bible say we greater. You understand? Read it again. Read that last part. Above
all people that are upon the face of the earth.
God said we above everybody on this earth, but we ain't living like it. Now we living like the people that we better than. Now we eating their pork, eating their shrimp, eating their lobster, going to their churches, learning their doctrine. But then meanwhile, there's a God in heaven fighting on our side. So now, God said he loved us, and he said we above everybody. So how God feel about them?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
If he love us and we above everybody, how he feel about the other races, like the Arab, the East Indian, the Chinese, the white man? How God feel about them? Because we read earlier, it said, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. So there's a people on this earth God hate. Also, let me tell you what he said about the other nations. You got that for me real quick in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Let me show you this Bible, because you ain't learned it in your church. I know you had, because I was in church. My granddaddy passed. Ain't taught me none of this. Now I'm walking around here thinking, well, shoot, let me go and get tatted like LeBron James. Let me go and have a baby in college. Let me go and smoke my dope. I did everything y'all thinking about doing. Watch this. Watch this. We'll get that in a minute, but watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket.
The nations is talking about every race outside of our race. He said the nations are as a drop of a bucket. Let me ask you a question. You ever watched Cars before? Anybody ever watched Cars? You never watched Cars in your life?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a country town. You never watched no car? All right. So when you wash your car, you take you a 5-gallon bucket of water, right? Say you walking with that 5-gallon bucket and you drop one drop of water. Is you gonna care?
Hello?
It's one little drop. Hey man, I got a whole 5-gallon bucket. That's what God said about the other races outside of ours. Read it again.
Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket.
God said these nations are as a drop of a bucket. Just like if you walking with that water, you drop one, you don't care much about it. That's what he's saying about the other nations. Go ahead, read.
And are counted as the small dust of the balance.
You got a whole balance beam. Some of y'all might know about some beams. I don't know. All right? But if you got a balance beam and it's got weight on it, if you drop one little speck of dust, is you tripping? Hell no. That don't mean nothing to you. That's how he said the other races is. Verse 17.
Verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing.
God said everybody on this earth that ain't his chosen people are as nothing. Go ahead.
And they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
So God said they less than nothing to him. So why in the hell we trying to be like them? When God got his eyes on us. You ever wonder why we the ones in jail? Why we go through slavery? Why we ones always killed? Why our mama always crying? Why we always at the WIC office or the government assistant office? Why we always got to file for hood? You ever ask yourself that? Why is it always us? Why we the Rasheen Carters? You don't hear that about no white man getting his head cut off and his spine detached from his body.
Bring it up.
Why it always happening to us? You ever ask yourself that? Because God got his eyes on us and us only. Because we his chosen people. That's why he said, therefore I will punish you. Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Now, in your churches, they're going to tell you that God is all inclusive and he loves everybody. But we done read today. Is that true? Is it true? We read we even hated the people. So now what the hell is they teaching in these churches? And why we walking around here trying to be equal to our oppressors and God said we better? We supposed to be setting a standard for this whole world. Come on, read.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
God said he's spoken against who? Who? Children of who? The children of read it.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Speaking to Children of Israel. Hold the sign up. Give me the sign. Children of Israel, brothers.
That's right.
Children of Israel and so-called African Americans, so-called Jamaicans and West Indians, Barbados, all that. Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemala to Panama, American Indians, Seminole Indians, Colombia to Uruguay, Mexicans, Argentinians, and Chile, and everywhere else we scattered in slavery. Y'all see that? This is what the Bible talking about. So God said this is the word he spoke against the children of Israel, not all races. Watch this, come on.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
No, God know everybody.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
The Bible said God did what? He said you what? You what? Y'all gotta pay attention. Read it again. Y'all missed some excellent history. Read it again.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
What's the key word in there? Only.
That's right.
You only. You only. You only. You only. You only. Us only.
Right.
God said, I've only known you out of all the families on the earth, meaning all the other nations. Read, watch this though.
Therefore,
So since I only know my children of Israel, even though since I only know you, and my eyes only on you, go ahead.
I will punish you for all your iniquities.
You know what God said? That's why our punishment is more severe.
Right.
That's why we go through more.
Right.
That's why we get hurt and killed more.
Bring it
Because
out,
we the
Cap.
ones that God got his eyes on.
Right.
We the ones that God pissed off at. Now he pissed off what the white man doing, don't get me wrong. He pissed off at these other nations and the evil that they doing, but he want us to get right first.
That's right.
Because we his chosen. You understand? When you read the Bible, it says judgment gonna begin at the house of God. God's judgment start here with us first.
Right.
Because we the ones he chose. Now he could have chose somebody else, and they'll be getting their ass jacked up out here for being in sin. But it's us that's getting jacked up for being in sin, because we his chosen people.
Right.
You ask yourself, Deuteronomy 28. Watch this. You can drop that. Somebody else hold this for me. I got it. Hold it for me. You got it? Now watch this, y'all. So have you ever asked yourself why these things happen? Look at some of these inhumane conditions. Like this man had his back beat in, right? Cotton fields, slave ships, our wives having to take care of white babies in slavery. Y'all seen the movie The Help? You never seen that? Come on, brothers. What y'all watching? Y'all gotta watch these slave movies. You gotta watch these movies about your history. So you don't know why you think God put it on their spirit to keep making slave movies. It ain't because everybody loves slave movies. God trying to wake you up. He giving you more and more evidence that you the people that the Bible talking about.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Now, why you think all these happen? Like for instance, look at this. They used to sell out. They used to use our children for gator bait. Meaning they'll take your baby. Anybody got kids out here? I got 4 of them. You got kids? You got kids? They would take your little baby. You got boy, or girl. Boy, all right. You got boy, girl. Girl. Okay, I got 4 girls, so I know how you feel. You got a boy, right? So they would take your son and use your son to catch alligators. Meaning they'll put your son out there close to the river or close to the pond or wherever the alligator was at. They'll put your baby close there, and then they'll just leave your baby there. And a white man will be over in the corner with a rifle, just waiting. And when that alligator came up out that water, he would aim and he would shoot. What if he missed? What happened? So they ain't give a damn about you in slavery. Just like they don't give a damn about you now, because you see what happened to Rasheen Carter. So now, Deuteronomy 28:15. So why that kind of stuff happen? Watch this. Read it. Pay attention.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this Moses. Moses was a black man, by the way. He's speaking to us as we came out of Egypt. You ever heard that? Moses went to the Egyptian Pharaoh and said, let my people go. That was somebody else. They released us out of Egypt. So now Moses is giving us the rundown. All right, look, y'all ain't in Egypt no more. God wants you to do something now. He wants you to keep his commandments now. But if y'all decide y'all don't want to do what God say, watch this, read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So what God said was going to happen if we didn't keep the commandments? There's a key word in there. All these what? Read it again.
That all these curses.
All these what? Y'all listening? Yeah. All these curses. All these curses, go ahead,
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? You say bad? What you say? Is it good or bad? Bad. Curses are bad. If somebody put a curse on you, you like, man, don't put no curse on me. That's an evil thing. So now God said he put curses, the God of heaven and earth, that made the sun, moon, the stars, the oceans, the whales, all these animals that you can't even comprehend how big they are and how they was created. God created them. So now he said, I'm going to put curses on y'all, the children of Israel, for being disobedient. Now let me ask you a question. Let's start running through these real quick. So you see this woman right here losing her daughter, right? You see them taking these young men right here and selling them. You see down here? All this stuff, they selling us to slavery, right? You see that, right? Watch this, Deuteronomy 28:32.
Bring it out. Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Say your sons and your daughters. Your daughters, your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people. Go ahead.
And thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
And you're going to see your sons and daughters being taken, and ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about it. That's the worst thing. Because you know why we don't like to watch slave movies? Because we sit up there like, bruh, why you didn't steal Master Gun and kill him? Bro, why don't y'all just jump him? It was 500 of y'all. It was 3 of them. Why y'all didn't just jump his ass, take over the plantation, and dare anybody to challenge you? Why y'all didn't just do that? Ain't that what make you mad when you watch slave movies? Guess what? God said it's because he put curses on us. We couldn't fight back. He put the fear of God in us. We were scared of the white man. Why? Because he'll lynch you in front of your wife. He'll take your wife, beat her, and rape her in front of you. He'll beat you, tie you down because you was his property, and then he'll rape your wife in front of you. Then let her go. So then when you gonna try to come here, baby, come here. She be like, get off me. I don't want you to touch me. You just let that white man do that to me. And nothing you did about it. They destroyed the black woman's image of us. You understand? Just like today, they do the same thing. Watch this. Read again. Come on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So in slavery, my brother, our sons and our daughters, that's your son? Okay, little brother? All right. So you may have a kid one day. So the Bible said our sons and our daughters were snatched from us and then given to another race of people for money, right? Go ahead.
And thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
I want you, this true imagery. Look how that woman hugging her daughter. Slave master got her and her daughter up on the auction block. Now the daughter might go to Alabama. The mama might get sold to North Carolina. Separated from each other. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You have to watch your baby be carried off, and you just sit there on the back of the truck just crying. Go ahead.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
We didn't have no money because we were slaves. We didn't have no money to buy our children back. Like, give me my baby back. Here go $500 you just spent on them. We ain't had it because we were slaves. Also, we didn't have no military power. We couldn't go round up a whole bunch of brothers and say, here go an AK-47, here go a pistol, here go a Tech-9, here go a Uzi. We finna go get our daughter back. We didn't have the power for that, y'all. They took our kids and there was nothing we can do about it. So now the Bible tells us we must repent. That's why this happened. You understand that, sister? You got kids? All right, look at this, sis. So you right on time. Imagine somebody taking say this your daughter or son. You got daughter or son. Daughter or son was one. Son. So tell they took this your son and this you. And you up on the auction block and the white man saying, I give you 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, sold to you back there in the back, the prince from Alabama. And your daughter standing right there in front, or your son right there in the front. They say, okay, well, how much y'all want for the young buck? Can I get 100? Can I get 100? Can I get 150? 150? Hey, sold to Missouri. So now you going to Alabama, and your son going to Missouri. Never to see his mother again. That happened to us.
That's right.
That ain't happened to no Jewish man. That ain't happened to no white folks. That ain't happened to no Arabs. That happened to us. The Bible talking about us. Read it again. Come on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
This is one of the curses God put on us because we his chosen people and we disobedient. So now he's spanking us spiritually. Come on.
And thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And there was no might to go get our kids back once they took them, it was over. You never saw them again. Guess what they'll do with a young sister like you? How old are you? All right, you 21, so you in that ripe age. That's what the white man would say. You in the ripe age. By the time you were 35, he'll make you shell out 16 kids. You'll be pregnant every year. Like, as soon as your one pregnancy over, he'll send another buck in there to sleep with you. Now, you ever seen when people was trying to get LeBron James and Serena Williams to have a baby? Y'all remember, y'all heard that? Talking about it'll be a super athlete. That's what the white man used to do in slavery. He'll take a big, strong buck, and he'll take a young, strong woman, make them together and make them bring 15, 16 kids. Why do you think our ancestors had so many kids, bro? Why do you think your great-great-great-great-grandmama had 18, 19 kids? Because when they was in slavery, master laid them on their back from the time they was 15 when they had a menstrual all the way till they were 35, they was having children for 20 years. And those children were being taken, okay, I'm gonna say, you to Nebraska, you going to Missouri, you go to Alabama, you to Mississippi, you to Georgia, and you to Tennessee. And all you and your brothers and sisters separated. Yeah, they did that to us in slavery. The Bible talk about that. Now, you remember what happened to Rasheem Carter, right? Y'all know about Rasheem Carter, right? Some of you may know him personally. You saw what happened to our brother, right? So they took him, severed his head. When you hear the word severed, that means somebody took a knife, sword, whatever, and chopped his head off. That's what that means. That's what the word sever means. Now watch that in the Bible. Give me that real quick in verse 25. Listen real close to this, verse 26. Watch this.
Verse 26. And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air.
So we got the, what other sign is? Not that one. Give me a sign. We got a sign. Show me a hanging. Somebody pull up a lynching for me real quick. So y'all know what a lynching is? What's a lynching? You say hanging, right? Okay, what about you? So go right at the noose around your neck? Okay. What about you? You know what a lynching is? You know what a lynching is? So a lynching is not only hanging, y'all. Lynching is when a mob of people grab you, take you against your will, and judge you for something that you may have done without going through the courts. That's what a lynching is. Now look, my brother got on his phone. Y'all see this right here? He don't even want to look. He like, man, I don't want to look at that. You see this? This happens to your ancestors. Check the lynching out. This is right here. Show them. That's what they used to do to us. Now you see all the white men in suits standing around. What was they doing? They was judging you. You say a white woman say you whistled at her. Say you was walking on the same street as a white woman, right? And you didn't want to get off in the street. Say you spoke to a white woman or even winked at her like they said your brother Emmett Till did. And they killed him, mutilated him. That just happened in 2023, y'all. We thought slavery was over. It ain't over. They just got a new name for it now. Right now, watch this. Read it again. Come on.
And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air.
Now listen to this. Your brother Rasheem Carter, did they put him in a coffin and bury him like they were supposed to where he died? Or did they leave him out there to be eaten on by birds? Okay, read it again.
And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air.
Them vultures, well, you know how it is. We from the country. You see some buzzards, you already know something dead down the road, right? Well, I was talking about our brother Rasheem, and they let him just stay out there and get picked apart by animals. The Bible said that would happen for our disobedience. That's happening to us. This is a sign for us today to know we the people that this Bible talking about.
That's right.
You see that? You see all these curses? Now let me ask you a question. The slave ship. That's the key. The slave ship. Is that in the Bible? Does the Bible talk about a race of people being disobedient to God and then going into slavery on ships? Does the Bible talk about that? Some people say no, some people say yes, some people say they aren't quite sure. All right, verse 68, watch this.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So God said he's going to bring us into Egypt again with ships. Remember, the Israelites were slaves in Egypt. We built the pyramids, y'all. We built the pyramids. We were slaves under black people called the Egyptians. So God said, I'm going to send you into Egypt again. Now, anybody got a dollar bill on them? I think I got one. Anybody got a dollar? You got a dollar, bro? I ain't gonna steal them. Get back to you. I ain't gonna take it. Yeah, here we go. So, on the back of the dollar bill, you got, what's that?
Wake them up, Cap.
What's that right there? Okay, what's that right there? What's that? Okay. Anybody you ever been to Memphis before, sis? You been to Memphis, Tennessee? Do they have a big old pier? Huh? Oh, you from Memphis? So, okay. So, in Memphis, Tennessee, the Bass Pro Shop, right? What is it shaped like? Remember, the Memphis Grizzlies used to play there. Y'all remember that back in the day? The Memphis Grizzlies used to play in the pyramid? Right. So now, Memphis was the capital, Memphis was the capital of Egypt. That's why the white man named Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis. It was the capital of Egypt. So now, here you go your dollar, my brother. So now we look on the back of the dollar bill right here. The Bible said we was gonna go into Egypt again. Look at this. Now, what does ancient Egypt have to do with America, y'all? What they got to do with each other? What is America and ancient Egypt? Why they got a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill next to the eagle? Why? God trying to show you something. He leaving you signs and know who you are. Read it again. Watch this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Watch this. Step to the side. God gonna send you into Egypt again, but this time he gonna send you to Egypt on a slave ship. When he talking about Egypt, he ain't talking about the physical landmass. Look, do I need a ship to go from right there to right there? Because that's where Israel is right there. Do I need a ship to go from right there to right there? This Egypt, that's Israel. I can walk there. So what I need a ship for? God he ain't talking about the physical landmass Egypt. He's talking about slavery over here. The word Egypt comes from an ancient word, Mizraim. It means slavery. That's what Egypt means. Egypt means slavery. So God wasn't talking about going from there to there. God was like, nah, I'm going to put y'all on ships and bring y'all to Brazil. I'm going to bring y'all to Mexico, Havana, Santo Domingo. I'm going to bring you to the British North America. I'm going to bring you to Charleston, South Carolina. Guess what? My brother got Natchez on his shirt. You from Natchez? You know people from Natchez? Okay. Natchez, Mississippi was the second largest slave port in America. The second most slaves in the world came right through the Natchez, Mississippi. Went up the Mississippi River, and some of them ended Yazoo, or like me, we ended up in Meridian. Some of our brothers ended up in Jackson. Some of us was up in Greenville, Greenwood. You see what I'm saying? That's how we got into Mississippi, y'all, off the slave ship. So now the Bible said, read it again, come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now look at this. So we got women standing here. So I'm gonna get a little graphic. I want you to hear this. Now, notice how they would put it up a little closer so they can see it. I want you to see it too, JJ. Hold on, stay right here. Now look at this right here. So on the bottom of the ship, the white man knew that the ships wasn't made for human bodies. It was made for like cotton, beans, rice, rubber. They would put that on the bottom of the ship and ship it from a foreign country here. Just like they do today, right? So look at this. They knew that it wasn't made for human bodies, but they started going out there and measuring. They said, we could put a 6-foot man right here. We could put a 3-foot woman over, a 5-foot woman over here to the side. We could put 2 children right here in the middle. That's what they did. Look, these are the diagrams to the bottom of the ship, y'all.
Right.
That's what they did to your ancestors.
Right.
But guess what? It's in the Bible. Because God said he got a chosen people that's been disobedient that he had to punish. Right. These are our punishments right here.
Right.
You may not believe that. You ain't got to believe me. But explain the slave ship then.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Ain't no what other way you going to explain the slave ship? Oh, just white folks hate us. Okay, why? Why they hate us? Why they choose us? Why they didn't go to Europe? Why they didn't go to China? Why they didn't go to Afghanistan? They could have got them. Why they come get us?
Right.
Because we the chosen people of God. God gave them a role.
That's right.
Because we God's people. Right. So they put us on the bottom of the slave ship. Now as a woman, we got 2 women here. Women have what's called a menstrual cycle. Women use things to help cover themselves when they had a menstrual cycle. Now watch this. On the bottom of the ship, when you was butt naked, next to all these other women, and all y'all had your menstrual cycle, where the blood go?
Pull up on it, bro. Wake him up, Cap.
You couldn't stand up and be like, hey, let me get a tampon, hey, let me get a menstrual cloth. You couldn't do that. So what happened to the blood when it ran off of you? Okay, it ran off on the next woman that was in your area. Oh, say you was pregnant and you was on your back on the bottom of that ship and that ship's shaking and it's going all like this and you throwing up all over the place. Where your throw up go? Okay, it went on the person right next to you. When you had to take a dump, because you weren't going to be on no ship for a year and a half, because it take a year and a half to get from Africa to America on the ship. So, when you had to take a dump, who you took a dump on? Did you get tissue? You understand the inhumane condition we had to suffer when we were on the bottom of that ship? Bring them on. Okay, bring them on. Come on, Cam. So you can see this too. So when we was on the bottom of the ship, y'all, these were inhumane conditions. Watch this. I want you to see this. From 1500 to 1870, the transatlantic slave trade, they call it the transatlantic because we transitioned over the Atlantic Ocean and we were sold as slaves and then traded. 12.5 million slaves was transported. 12.5 million. That's why you got black folks everywhere. That's why you can go to Mexico right now, you're going to see black Mexicans. Right. You go down to Brazil, you ever seen the women in Brazil? What they look like? Okay. Who they shaped like? The sister you see walking around here in Fayette look just like her, but she speaks Spanish or Portuguese. Right. Your sisters. Right. Because they dropped them off here, and they dropped your ancestors off right here. Right. Right. That's in the Bible. Right. This happened. This was written 3,000 years ago. This only happened 400 years ago. You know that, right? But 3,000 years ago, God told Moses to tell that to us that we was disobedient. This was gonna happen in the future. Did it happen? Right. So is the Bible a true book, or is it a book of fairy tales? Bring it out, Cap. That's a true book, bro. That's right. That's a true book, sis. And the book talking about us. Go back and read it again one more time for him. Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Brought us on slavery on ships. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
And when you got off the ship, go right back here. Sold. Look at this. We ain't making this up. You think we got time to come to Fayette to lie to you? Well, we got families, we got children, wives. Why would we come all the way to Fayette to lie to you about something that they should have taught you in the church? That's right. Right here, we showing you to be, what's that word? Sold. The Bible just said when we got off the slave ship, we was gonna be sold. Right. On Thursday, 3rd day of August, next, a cargo of 94 prime, healthy Negroes, consisting of 39 men, 15 boys, 24 women, and 16 girls.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Oh yeah, they sold them baby girls. Oh yeah, that cute little baby girl with the big old fat cheeks. Yeah, they sold her.
Right.
Your 13-year-old daughter who just hit her menstrual cycle, little baby that need her mama's guidance. Oh no, they snatched her from you. Put her on the plantation by herself and sent men in day after day to sleep with her.
Yeah,
they used to call them breeding farms. They used to breed you like you breed a pit bull. You know how you see guys breeding pit bulls, making a whole bunch of money on pit bulls, bull masters, all these type of dogs and stuff like that? Well, that's what they used to do with us. They used to breed us to get the biggest, strongest slave they possibly get. And if your dad at my height, oh, he finna be in there, he finna have all kind of syphilis, gonorrhea, AIDS, HIV. You know why? Because they made them have unprotected sex with different people. Matter of fact, they'll take your wife. Your wife, 18, 19 years old, nice little shape on her, and say, oh, get her. Well, that's such and such wife. To hell with him, he my property. Tell that nigga, get back out there in the field while we rape his wife.
That's
inside.
right.
You ever seen the movie The Butler? You seen the movie The Butler? Remember at the very beginning, Mariah Carey was his mama, and David Banner was his daddy. Remember the white man said, you come with me, I need your help in the shed. He went in there and raped the man's mama. He came out, David Banner said, hey, he shot him right in his head. That's our reality.
Right.
That happened to us.
Right.
That's why we in Fayette down here scared as hell. We don't want to say about these white folks. They be
Bring it
careful.
out.
Cause you know these white folks sure will
right.
come
Bring it
and
out.
like
Bring it
they
out.
be in the scene.
Bring it out.
That's what we scared of, but
Bring
we
it
ain't
out.
scared.
Right.
We ain't
Right.
scared. We come to teach you that you the kings of this earth. It's time for you to take your kingdom back.
Right.
This kingdom for you.
Right.
You God's chosen people.
Right.
You the ones that's rightfully supposed to rule this earth. This only happened to us because we were disobedient to our God, but it's a new day.
Right.
God raised up your brothers to come teach you, to come join us. Y'all need to come join us in this mission. We ain't got no guns. We ain't got no warrants out for our arrest. We ain't trying to murder nobody. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. But we gonna teach the Bible.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.